Good morning student, myself Millie Sankla, and in today's session our subject design of prestressed concrete structure. We continue with our chapter losses in prestress, and today we discuss losses with respect to creep, then shrinkage, and second one is relaxation of steel. Okay, and this all are, you know, that which type of losses. The classification we already learned that creep, shrinkage and relaxation of steels are time dependent losses. Okay, now first, loss due to creep of concrete. Okay, in reinforced cement concrete, in a subject of concrete technology, we study the term creep, shrinkage. Okay, now what is creep? Creep means strain, but how this strain happen in our concrete? Okay, first of all, creep is due to sustained load. Okay, creep is due to sustained load. That means if concrete structure permanently load apply on structure, then this because of this permanently applied load, the strain induced in concrete, and this strain is known as creep. Okay, simply means creep is subjected to sustained load only if temporary load are applied on structure. That means effect of this temporary load is not count in creep strain. If structure is subjected to only and only sustained load, and because of the strain is induced in concrete structure, it will be count in creep strain. Clear? Second, this creep strain is proportionate to length of prestress member. Okay, for that, if our length of prestress member is more, then we take average value of this prestress. Okay, if our length of prestress member is more, then we have to take average value of this prestress member. Third one, prestress change due to creep, and creep is related to instantaneous prestress. This is a related statement. Prestress is change due to creep. Okay, the prestress in force is depend upon value of creep. That means it will be changed with respect to creep, and creep is related to instantaneous prestress. Okay, both are correlate to each other. Now, sustained prestress is concrete of prestress member result in creep of concrete. Okay, if our prestress member subjected to sustained prestress, okay, sustained prestress in concrete subjected to creep of concrete, okay, which is effectively reduced. Okay, because of this creep strain effectively reduce stress in high tensile steel, the steel that we use for pre-stressing. Because of this creep effect, our value of reduces stress in high tensile steel. Then the loss of stress in steel due to creep of concrete can be estimated with the help of magnitude of ultimate creep strain, or creep coefficient is known. Okay, here we find out loss in high tensile steel due to creep, and this value is depend upon magnitude of ultimate creep strain, or we can say creep coefficient, ultimate creep strain or creep coefficient. Now our main aim is find out equation of ultimate creep strain or creep coefficient. Okay, now the next one is, what is creep coefficient or simply creep coefficient? Our notation is theta. The ratio of, please remember, the ratio of ultimate creep strain to elastic strain is defined as ultimate creep coefficient or creep coefficient. Again, the ratio of ultimate creep strain to elastic strain is known as theta. Theta means our ultimate creep coefficient. Okay, if I want to write down, theta is equal to ultimate creep strain, ratio of ultimate creep strain to elastic strain. Okay, and correlate this term. Now, to find out losses due to creep, there are two methods. First method is ultimate creep strain method. Okay, now loss of stress in steel due to creep of concrete. Okay, here the related term, creep will induce creep is induced in concrete, and effect of this creep will on pre-stressing steel. Finally, we find out loss in pre-stressing steel, that is depend upon creep of concrete. Okay, now loss of stress in steel due to creep of concrete is equal to epsilon cc into fc into es. Epsilon cc means strain in concrete, fc strain in concrete, and es is equal to Young's modulus of steel. Now look at this. This one is the ultimate creep strain in concrete, then fc is equal to compressive stress in concrete and modulo of elasticity of steel. Okay, this one is the ultimate creep strain method. Now next one, creep coefficient method. First method is ultimate creep strain method, and second one is the creep coefficient method. Now creep coefficient is equal to ratio of strain in creep divided by strain in elastic, that means strain in concrete and strain in steel. Now loss of strain in steel due to this creep coefficient method is equal to epsilon c into es, because stress is equal to strain into Young's modulus. Okay, now epsilon c, then Young's modulus of steel. Here we add new term, that is creep coefficient, because here when we compare two quantities, stress versus strain, new term is, that is we relate with coefficient, and this coefficient is creep coefficient. So here I add phi, then epsilon s, epsilon c, and es, that means Young's modulus of steel. Now here epsilon c, that means strain in concrete is equal to ratio of stress in concrete to Young's modulus of concrete, and es. Now ratio of this es to ec is equal to our alpha c, or here we can write also m. Okay, some reference book again follow m. Okay, I'm differentiate here. Alpha is equal to es by ec, and here we write down m also, because ultimate is nothing but that is our modular ratio. Okay, now next one, full form of this all term, phi is equal to creep coefficient, epsilon c is equal to creep strain in concrete, epsilon s is equal to elastic strain. Okay, then alpha e is equal to modular ratio, or m is equal to module, fc is equal to stress in concrete, ec modulus of elasticity of concrete, and es is equal to modulus of elasticity of steel. Now finally the loss of pre-stress, that means delta fp due to creep is equal to ep, that means Young's modulus of pre-stressing steel, into epsilon cr, ultimate creep strain. Okay, that is ultimate creep strain is equal to ep into theta. Okay, theta is equal to our creep coefficient into elastic strain. Okay, finally here ep into theta into elastic strain. Okay, ep, that means Young's modulus of pre-stressing steel, then theta, and this elastic strain is equal to ratio of stress in concrete divided by elastic modulus, Young's modulus of concrete. Okay, now again here ep by ec is equal to m, then m theta fc. Okay, here this m, then theta fc, both are similar. Look at this one is phi, fc, and alpha. Some reference book follow this equation and some reference book follow this one, both are same. M means modular ratio, here given alpha, fc is equal to fc, and phi is equal to creep coefficient, same here theta is equal to creep coefficient. In example we use this equation also and this equation also. Now shrinkage of concrete, next loss in pre-stress due to shrinkage. What is shrinkage? Shrinkage of concrete is defined as contraction due to loss of moisture, or we can say water. Due to shrinkage of concrete, pre-stress in tenders is reduced with time. Okay, if shrinkage is done in concrete, because of effect of this shrinkage, losses in prestige is due in precessing steel. Okay, IS 134 2012 given guideline for shrinkage of concrete. Also for creep is also given. Okay, now loss due to shrinkage of concrete factor. Shrinkage of concrete is depend upon factors. Now discuss different type of factor on which the shrinkage of concrete is depend. Now the first factor is loss due to shrinkage of concrete resulting in shortening of tension wire and contribute the loss of stress. At visual first statement, if shrinkage loss is happen in our prestressed concrete member, due to this loss of shrinkage, what will happen? Length of prestressing wire tendon strand is also decreased. Because of this loss of shrinkage of prestressed concrete will be happen. Now next, second one is shrinkage of concrete is influenced by type of cement, then aggregate, and the method of curing. Okay, if we use high strength of concrete, the losses due to shrinkage of concrete is also reduced. Okay, that we discuss. Second point, shrinkage of concrete is depend upon grade of cement, grade of aggregate, and method of curing, which method we use for curing of concrete. Okay, and third one is use of high strength concrete with lower cement water cement ratio result in reduction in shrinkage and with respect to losses of prestige. How this? If we use high cement, high grade of steel and high grade of concrete with lower cement water cement ratio, because of this what will happen? The shrinkage loss is reduced. If our shrinkage loss is reduced, what happen? Ultimately our losses in prestige is also simultaneously reduces. Okay, that is the benefit of high strength concrete and high strength steel, because in earlier we use a lower grade. Because of this losses of prestige are extreme and ultimately our structure is fail after some time. Okay, nowadays we use high strength steel and concrete, and because of this prestige is given better result compared to RCC. Now the next one, the primary causes of drying shrinkage is progressively loss of water from the concrete. That means if shrinkage will be done rapidly, because of this our loss of water in concrete is also increased fast. Okay, and it will be more active on surface of concrete. Okay, shrinkage loss is more active on surface of concrete because it is directly subjected to environment. Okay, now it is simplified estimate ultimate creep strain, that means epsilon sh, curing concrete adequately. How we minimize shrinkage loss? Curing the concrete adequately and delaying the application of load will be give long-term benefit regard to durability and loss of prestige. What this statement want to say? If we done concreting of curing of our concrete is properly and also apply the external load, delay the we apply external load on structure by delaying, it will be giving 2-point benefit. First one is our durability of prestige concrete is increased and also the loss of prestige is decreased. Durability is increased and loss of prestige is decreases. In special situation, to calculation of this epsilon shrinkage loss, code is given special provisions. Okay, now loss of prestige, that means delta Fp due to shrinkage is equal to epsilon sh and ep. Okay, ep means Young's modulus of prestiging steel. Okay, now in first classification of time dependent and immediately losses, we already discussed shrinkage loss is count in pre-tensioning method also and post-tensioning method also. Now the equation of this pre-tensioning is equal to 0.0003. Directly we take the value of this 0.0003. Okay, and for post tensioning, equation of this shrinkage, loss of shrinkage is equal to 0.002 divided by log 10 t plus 2, where t is equal to age of concrete at transfer in days. Okay, age of concrete at transfer in days. Okay, pre-stress concrete transfer from one material to second material, and we have to count age of this concrete after transferring. So this one is the two equation of pre-stressing and post-tensioning for calculation of shrinkage strain. And third one, losses due to relaxation of steel. Okay, now different code is given. Losses of stress due to relaxation of steel at a percentage, it is depend upon initial value of stress in steel. Okay, different code is say that the loss due to relaxation in stress, it is depend upon simply the initial pre-stress force that we apply on pre-stressing steel. Okay, the BIS, that means Bureau of Indian Standard, recommended value of varying 0 to 90 Newton per mm square for stresses in wire. Okay, and this varying value is equal to 0.5 FPU to 0.8 FPU. Then FPU is equal to characteristic strength of pre-stressing tendon. Okay, that means the losses due to relaxation in steel is the values varying between 0 to 90 mm square Newton per mm square, and it is depend upon the range is given 0.5 FPU to 0.8 FPU, and here FPU full form is equal to FPU is equal to characteristic strength of pre-stress tendoning. Okay, now relaxation of steel is defined decrease in stress. Okay, because of this relaxation of steel, our pre-stressing stress is decreased, but with time under the constant strain. Okay, it is depend upon time, but it is subjected to constant strain, and due to this relaxation in steel, our pre-stress stress in tendon is also reduced with respect to time. Okay, now the losses due to relaxation of stress in steel is depend upon some factor, and this is our first one is our initial pre-stressing, that means FPI. Second is temperature, most important, temperature, and loss due to this initial pre-stress, and also effective on this grade of steel also. Okay, initial pre-stressing force, then grade of steel, and the temperature also. These three factors are most important in loss or due to relaxation of steel. Okay, in today session we discussed losses due to creep, then losses due to shrinkage, and third is the losses due to relaxation of steel in pre-stressed concrete. Okay, here our theory portion of these three losses is complete. Okay, just now we stop here. In next session we solve the example of creep, shrinkage, and relaxation of steel. Okay, just now we stop here.